Oh, hi. Hey, how you guys doing? You doing okay? It's crazy out there. Um, it's been 12 years since I've been on YouTube. Did you ever notice that? Um, and it's actually been a little longer than that as well. Um, because here's how I started on YouTube. Um, my actual very first channel was not this channel. My very first channel was actually called Tennessee Cruiser. And that channel I made, I think it was 2008. I think it was August of 2008. And 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 in that channel I made my very first few videos. Now, when I first started making videos on that channel, I mean obviously I was very new to the whole YouTube creator thing and making videos. So obviously I was very nervous and I did things very carefully, and I was also very quiet and stuff, and that really shows. Like, I didn't show my face on camera for a very long time. Like when I first started like making videos, like it took me like probably like 4 years or something before I actually showed my face. I think the first video I showed my face in was that Sternwind video I made back in 2013, I think. That's the video I first showed my face. But before then, though, I was actually not wanting to do that. But now, now I don't care. Now I can show my face in any video, and it's fine. It's natural now. So I don't worry about it at all. But it was a little, I was a little nervous about it at first. But now I've grown so much since that time. And now, well, I didn't use that channel for long. And now, of course, I'm on my Brett Darian channel, which I'm calling today the anniversary of it, but it's really September 14th. That's when I actually made the account. The first day I made the account was September 14th of 2009. But the very first video, like here's a list of the first few videos I made on the channel, and the very first video I made was the setting up the Super Nintendo. And that video, well, it says it was published on September 20th for me, but that's because I uploaded the video just after midnight on September 20th. But the video was filmed and even uploaded probably, or started to be uploaded before midnight on September 19th. So I am officially calling today the official 12-year anniversary of me uploading videos on this channel. And so this channel is where my videos really started to, take off, and I started to produce a lot of content. And what I'm really famous for now, really, and when I say famous, I mean in like very, very loose terms, but my very first videos that really blew up were the Seaman videos. And that's where most of my views, at least at first back then, that's where they came from. They were really from the Seaman videos. The Seaman giving birth videos, the Seaman chat videos, and like Seaman's really what I'm most well known for. And even today, when I show people my channel, it's like the first thing that really catches their eye is the Seaman videos. And the reason I did the Seaman videos, especially back then, was because a lot of people were making fun of the game. A lot of people were teasing it and saying that, oh, it's a weird game, it's crazy, let me kill this fish in very, creative ways. And I get it. Like I said, the game is a very weird game. But I wanted to play it seriously. And I wanted to play it seriously and play it for real. And that's why I made the Seaman videos. Because I wanted to play it in a more serious way, the way it was actually intended, the way it was actually meant to be played. And that's what I did. So that's how the Seaman video started. And I made 3 different series of that. And people now still want me to make Seaman videos, but there's really not much to show because it's just the one game. I've already done it like 3 times. I've already ran through 3 Seaman lives, and there just really isn't much else to show. I tried doing a couple of other Seaman related videos, like what you might say on a holiday or something, but even those have kind of worn out, and some holidays Seaman doesn't even recognize and say anything. So I think I've already done all I can do with Seaman. Now, again, there was a Seaman sequel released in Japan, but unfortunately, I don't know Japanese, so I can't play the game. But I would love to, but I can't. But anyhow, that's how this channel really started. And so why did I start making videos? Like in the first place? Here's the thing about YouTube. YouTube allows you to like share video content with anyone. It allows you to share your interests, your opinions, things that really matter to you. And it's an outlet. Like YouTube is an outlet for me. Because I've always had some trouble like expressing myself and my interests. And so YouTube has always been that outlet for me to express my likes and my interests. Because that's what my channel is. My channel is me. Like my channel is not like Brett's Game Room or whatever. My channel name is my name, my first and middle name, and that's because my channel is me. My channel is my interests. And keep in mind, remember when YouTube first started? For the first several years, their slogan was broadcast yourself. Well, that's what I do. I broadcast myself. I use my channel to broadcast myself, and that's what I still do. And that's what I will always do. So when I first really getting into YouTube back in like 2008, when I made that first account and all that, I found it fascinating that just regular people like you and me were making videos, and they were sharing content, and they were talking about electronics, they were talking about video games, they were showing stuff, demonstrating things, and I loved that. Like I really liked it, and I like making things. I like creating things, but I just don't always have the ability or the skill or the patience to do that. Not always, but I think that I can film a video and upload it to YouTube. So that's how I actually got started. Watching people, just regular everyday people making videos, sharing content. Like, you don't have to be a professional. You don't have to be a video producer or a photographer to make a YouTube video. You can just, you can do it. You can do it. And I feel like that kind of YouTube has kind of been lost over the years because YouTube has now become a platform with advertisements and ad revenue more focused on money than just the sharing factor. And while there still is some of that, there always is going to be still some of that to an extent, now the main focus is definitely on that ad revenue. Placing those ads and those sponsorships, that's the big focus now. But from the beginning, I've always been making videos for fun. And I've never tried to be famous or get rich or anything. I mean, I like it when my videos get views, and I want them to get attention. But I never want really to be famous or be very well known. Because, I mean, being very, very popular and being very, very rich, it just does things to you. That's been my observation. and you kind of lose the track of how you got there in the first place. Um, so so yeah, and not only that, but also just when you're like a celebrity, like a real celebrity, it's like it seems to be really hard to like actually live a real life. Like the paparazzi is always following you, and whatever you do is plastered on news outlets and front page news. Never want that kind of lifestyle. So that is definitely not what I'm trying to achieve here with YouTube. I do not want to be famous. I do not want to be very well known. I mean, it's nice being able to walk outside and really no one knows who you are. Like you have that anonymous, like that anonymous identity. So no one really knows who you are, and in some ways that is nice. So again, that's why I make YouTube videos, and I never want to be rich or famous. I just want people to look at my content and enjoy what I share, and that's really all that I'm aiming for. And that's it. Now, YouTube comments. Now, people will tell me to ignore the YouTube comments, don't feed the trolls. And they are right. They are correct. You should not feed the trolls. But here's something you have to keep in mind. When you are a content creator, whether you upload videos to YouTube or TikTok, or you post photos on Instagram or Snapchat, not everyone's going to like what you do. You're going to get some people that, frankly, just don't like the fact that you're doing something that you enjoy, or that you're successful. Some people just don't want to see other people be successful, whether that's because they can't be successful themselves, or they just get some kind of enjoyment on bringing others down. You're going to get people like that. So like if your videos get any kind of views and attention, you're eventually going to get some negative feedback. Now, I don't mind criticism. Constructive criticism can help you improve. And feedback from your viewers is definitely a good thing. But there are just some comments that I just find fascinating. And so I went through my most recent comments, or actually like the comments over the past couple of years. And to be fair, I don't get really nasty comments, really, or I don't get them that very often. But the comments that I get sometimes that really interest me are the people that say that I talk too much. Like, just get to the point. Blah, blah, blah. Get on with it. Well, let me tell you that if these people knew me in real life, they would not be saying things like that. In fact, they would probably be happy and surprised in a good way that I'm talking in videos like this. Because anyone who knows me in real life will tell you that I do not really talk. I definitely keep to myself. I don't really speak unless spoken to. And like, I'm just a really shy person overall. I just don't really talk that much. But these people say I talk too much. Well, not everybody, obviously. But just a few select people have to comment and say that I'm just rambling on and talking too much. First of all, if you want me to get to the point of the video, the point of any video, is to watch it. So watch the video. I've always found it fascinating how people will click on a video but they won't watch it. Like, they won't. Uh, if you click on a video, I would assume that means that you're interested in what the video is talking about, and you want to know, like, how something works, or describe how something operates, or get details about something, or a video game, or whatever it may be. But some people just want you to just jump straight to what they're interested in. And, the fact of the matter is that you can't please everyone. But, yeah, so get to the point. The point is, watch the video. And that's another problem, too. It's like some people make YouTube comments they ask questions, and they obviously haven't watched the video. Their question was answered in the video, but since they didn't watch the whole video, they just post a comment asking the question without realizing that it was answered in the video. When I watch YouTube videos, I generally watch the whole video. Like, I may skip around here and there, but overall, I do watch the entire video because I'm interested in the video. That's why I clicked on it. But, of course, not everyone is me, so that's just the way it is. Now, but yeah, back to the part about me talking too much. Like I said, in real life, I don't really talk very much. And there's a couple reasons for this. But the biggest reason, and I think we need to acknowledge the elephant in the room here. I have a speech impediment. If you've watched my videos throughout my entire channel, you will see that I have trouble speaking. And I think this is something that everyone notices, but they just don't acknowledge. Like, they don't ask me about it, they don't talk about it, they don't even comment about it. Like, YouTube commenters, they don't really mention my speech impediment in the YouTube comments. Which I understand. That's not something that you would just ask about, I guess. You don't want to be rude or disrespectful. And I am very self-conscious of it. I'm very aware that it happens. That's why you see so many jump cuts in a lot of my videos. It's because I'm actually cutting out parts where I stutter. Now, some might suggest that I still leave it in because my stutter is who I am. And no one can fix it, and I have to live with it. It's who I am. But it's not something that I really want you to see, to be frank, because that's not how I want to be remembered, really. And not to mention, it's also very distracting as well, and very embarrassing. And so what I have is, it's not really just a stutter. Like, it's actually more than that. What I have is what they call blocks, where sometimes I'm talking and, like, words will not come out. Like, it's a block. Like, I'm trying to speak, but it's blocked from coming out. And when that happens, that can cause my mouth to, like, move in very weird ways, or just fly open, like that. And my doctor calls those tics. So my verbal tic is caused by my straining, really, to speak. Now, if I'm careful, like I'm being now while filming this video, my speech problem may not sound that bad. But during the heat of like an emotional discussion, or if I'm very upset about something or very excited about something, there are times when I can barely say a word. And it's very frustrating and very irritating. Sometimes it gets to me that sometimes your own mouth won't even let you speak. And it's very easy to to, get really upset about and be like, why me? Like, I mean, but like I said, there's nothing I can really do about it. The only thing I can do is not let it stop me from doing things that I want to do and doing things that I enjoy, like making YouTube videos. So that's why I do it too. And YouTube also gives me the ability to kind of have a little bit of control of what people see of me. And so using YouTube and making videos and editing them in a certain way can make me look like I'm talking fluently, which is very nice because talking fluently, being able to say what you want to say fluently and fast seems like a dream to me. And I mean, like, there are other people who stutter, and some might say that, oh, even if I could fix my stutter today, I wouldn't do it because my stutter is me. My stutter is who I am. I'm not one of those people. I'm sorry to say, but I am not one of those people. If I could fix my stutter today, I would do it 100%. Because my life would be way less easier, socially anyway. And social situations and having conversations would be way less stressful and way easier. And my social life would probably improve a lot. And my self-confidence and everything would skyrocket if I could talk like a normal person. But, unfortunately, that's just something that just can't be done. But again, if I try to do it carefully, I mean, obviously I can talk like I am right now, but sometimes it is very difficult, and sometimes that does show in the videos. You probably at least heard it or seen it even, and like I said, it's just who I am. So I just wanted to acknowledge it and let you guys know that yes, I am aware of it, and I'm aware that you're probably aware of it, but it's okay. All right. So, next thing I want to talk about is YouTube as a social media platform. Now, some people may not really consider YouTube as social media, but it really is because it still gets a lot of people together, and it like groups them up, and they can share things. I mean, that's basically what social media is. And social media has been getting kind of a bad rep, lately. Like, social media has been the root of a lot of evil, really, here of late. And so I wanted to acknowledge this as well, because YouTube is a big thing for me, and it's part of social media. So, like, social media, like, you can say a lot of bad things about social media, how it's, become part of our daily lives now, and it's taken over our lives, and it's ruining our kids and all that stuff. It's destroying our minds, and all that stuff. But I mean, there's nothing really inherently wrong or bad about social media. It's the question we have to ask ourselves is, what are we using social media for? What do you use social media for? I mean, do you use it to keep in touch with friends and family? Do you use it to share your creations with other people who are interested? I mean, that's fine. Or do you use it to spread rumors, talk down others, start fights? I mean, now that's not good. But social media in general, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, social media is a tool. And and tools can be used for right and wrong. I mean, you can take any blunt object, you can take any physical tool and use it for bad. You, you can hurt someone with it. But that doesn't mean that's what the intended purpose of that said object is. And I don't think that the intended purpose of social media was, at least originally, what a lot of people are using social media for now. Um, so, so yeah, there's really nothing inherently wrong with social media. Um, I use social media just for keeping in touch with people, like friends or past coworkers or whatever, that I otherwise wouldn't be able to keep in contact with. Like, social media is fine for that. Social media can be a good tool. But, there's so much bad that social media can be used for as well. And it just really sucks. But, um, but that's how it is. When you get a lot of people together in one place and they all have different backgrounds and different views on things, eventually something's going to happen. Something's going to go wrong. Someone's going to cross the line, and it's just going to spiral out of control. But the point is yeah, what do you use social media for? You do have power, like, you control what you share. You control what photos you post. You control who you add on Facebook. You control even what you see. If you don't like what you're seeing on your news feed on Twitter or Facebook, start unfollowing people. Start unfriending people. You have that ability. You have that power. Use it. So, what do you use social media for? That's the question. All right. Well, I'm going to try to wrap this up here. It's been a very good 12 plus years of YouTube, and I plan on keep doing it. As long as my life situation just allows me to keep making videos, I most likely will continue to make videos. A few shout outs. I want to I want to acknowledge some people that that really inspired me to make videos. Really, I gotta mention my buddy Derek. I watched him a lot back in the day, and so I have to mention him. He really inspired me to make videos. Unfortunately, he hasn't made a video in a while. It's really sad to see some people do lose interest in the hobby, but life happens. And also, Crusher Bad 64, Robert. I watched him a lot too back in 2008, 2009. And again, just a regular dude making videos, and that's what really inspired me. And several others as well. I don't have time to name them all, but there's a lot of people that I used to watch way long ago. Like even Mark from Classic Game Room. I used to watch him a lot, but it's just too bad now he's no longer making content anymore. I don't think. I think now he's mainly focused on like his comic books and stuff, not so much videos anymore. But yeah, so I mean, YouTube is a great outlet. Like, YouTube is a great place to discover people and watch things and like just talk about things, and like YouTube is a great source for that. And YouTube is still a great place to broadcast yourself, and that's what I will continue doing. But like I did mention, YouTube has changed a lot over the years. Like, remember when YouTube still had like the 5-star rating? I, I, I still think I prefer the 5-star rating, really, over the like and dislike. I just always prefer the 5-star because you can be a little more precise with the 5-star rating, and like And if a video gets like 500 5-star ratings, but only 10 1-star ratings, well, the average of that is still going to be like 5 stars or 4.5 stars. And that's what you'll see. So I actually prefer that still. But, they've had the like and dislike thing for a long time. And I guess that allows everyone to still get their points. Like, hey, I dislike this video, I like this video. But at the same time, why does someone like a video? And why does someone dislike a video? Because I've seen people, I've seen videos that were literally just posted, and they already have likes, and they already have dislikes. Like, people are liking and disliking videos without even watching the video. Like, the trolls are just liking it first, and the big fans, they're liking it immediately because they already know they're going to like it. And so that kind of skews, like, the likes and dislikes. It's like, so, like, yeah, take likes and dislikes with a grain of salt. But anyway, yeah, like I said, YouTube has changed a lot. Like I said, I think a big emphasis has been moved off the sharing aspect, just putting yourself out there and broadcasting yourself. And now it's more about ad revenue and getting sponsorships and making a living out of YouTube. And I mean, some people do make a living out of YouTube. They just post videos and they make that their living. And that's great if that's what you're able to do. But I will never reach that point. YouTube income is so unpredictable. My best months for YouTube income are definitely at the end of the year, like November, December, the big holiday months, which are coming up. So that's great. But after that, of course, it goes back down. So you can't really depend on ad revenue for any substantial income. But honestly, like, when I first started making YouTube videos, I never thought I was going to make any dollar from any of the videos I make. I literally made them just for fun, never really intended to even try to become a YouTube partner. But then they made it so easy to become a partner that I'm like, well, I may as well give it a shot. And I did. And hey, I ended up making some income off my videos, which is great because some videos do take several hours to produce, and it's nice to get something in return from that. But honestly, your comments, your subscriptions is very nice. Also, I forgot to mention, I actually have nearly 8,000 subs now, which is great. I mean, it's really, really nice. But keep in mind that it took 12 years to reach that point. Like, nearly 8,000 subs in 12 years. I mean, when you think about it, that's not really a whole lot for that length of time. But I'm still thankful for every sub. And maybe one day I will reach 10,000. I mean, that'll be a great milestone. And maybe one day, maybe I'll only reach 100,000. I think at 100,000 they send you like that silver plaque, or maybe it's like a bronze plaque for like 100,000 subs. Maybe it goes 100,000, 500,000, and then 1,000,000 or something like that. So maybe one day I'll have a plaque. That'll be really nice. So, but anyhow, guys, I guess this video has been long enough. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel and for subscribing, for commenting. And so, yeah, thank you so much. And I hope you stick around for the next few years or however long I keep on doing this. We'll wait and see. But yeah, thank you for watching. Take care. And I'll see you in my next video.